At some point, you have to radically accept what has happened in your life in order for you to then transition into radical responsibility and radical ownership over your entire life. This is the transition into sovereignty, when you will no longer allow yourself to perceive yourself as a victim. When you shift your self-concept, when you upgrade your self-concept to align with the future that you are creating, because this is your life, you only have one life, it is up to you to make the most out of it, no matter what happened, no matter what has happened in your life, no matter how many obstacles you have faced. You are allowed to not be ready to move into radical responsibility. However, understand that at some point, you will get to the point where you have to accept everything that has happened, despite it not being your fault. No, it was not your fault what happened. No, you did not deserve being abused. You did not deserve it. It wasn't right. You didn't do anything to deserve it. I know that. However, at some point, I had to recognize and give room for my desires, for my dreams to exist. If I was going to live the rest of my life frustrated and angry, resentful as to how terribly I have been treated, I would go nowhere. I would be stuck running in circles. I would be stuck repeating the same cycles that don't serve me. I would be stuck repeating patterns that don't honor me or honor my highest self. I have given room for my desires to be acknowledged, to be respected, to be given room to manifest. And in order to have this ability, I had to radically accept my past. It doesn't take away from the pain. It doesn't take away from the grief. It doesn't take away from the sorrow. You simply learn to live with it and continue going after your dreams no matter what. That is your responsibility for a fulfilling, wholesome life, because no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to help you. You decide that on your own. Like I said, it's okay if you're not at that point in your journey. It is okay if you are still grieving. It is okay to give yourself that time and space, but understand that at some point you are going to be called to radically accept everything so that you can begin to live your life to your own accord. The best thing you can do is to give yourself that power back. Call your power back. Choose not to allow your past, your pain, to dictate your future. It is a decision. It is a radical decision of sovereignty. I will choose myself. I will show up for myself. That is what I owe myself, especially because of your past. Your past should motivate you. It motivated me. I have learned to alchemize